And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Way to be here, baby. Here we go. There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cousins again. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And able to find Graham, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
A nice performance last week, recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. Now he steps away. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Rodgers now to throw. And Adams has it complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Handoff comes to Cook. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Cousins now on second down. Buying time to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Play action now. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. In for the score. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, check 26.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
319.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
On 1st and 10, Cousins eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow. Jahan, what is he?
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
58!
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense,
Let's go.
find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. Avoids him at the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's got it across the midfield stripe. and into Viking territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play. If we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
319! 319!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We are going.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Morgan. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Near 50, here we go. Through.
Cousins now from the 50. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Cousins now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He shakes him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got some room at the 30. Caught on the right side by Adams. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Zoom. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Porter. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down.
Hurry up.
Four down. Alert. Watch 80.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And an alley to run.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
319.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Zoom. 319.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
319.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good.
A give. This is Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Oko, over here.
Motion, motion, motion.
Hey.
Reset.
We are going.
Now Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Crosby with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Rhino!
Second down, Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 76 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kevin King with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Here's Rodgers to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Porter. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, he picks up additional yardage after it.
Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Zoom.
Rodgers to throw on third down. He's going to launch this thing. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for two.
Nice check. Touchdown. Nice check. 258.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
I think we can figure out why they went for two there, right? Up one, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Gun. I got 8. Hey, Oscar. Single, slot. Hey.
Cousins now on second down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And that is incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense because you've got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to...
And this is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt.
Lucky 50. The hut.
Here's Cousins. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give him that the rest of the way. Now and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Daniil Hunter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
319.
Back to throw. And Adams has it, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
He's back to throw. It's caught here by Adams. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Zoom. Hey, check 26. Jump out.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle, there to make the stop.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.